CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Jill, good morning.
Good morning.
We heard Larry Kudlow just say nothing's happened, but then we also heard the Treasury Secretary say there could be a trade war. How close to a trade war are we actually?
I think of this as like a boxing match, right? And we had a little bit of that pre-match chatter in the beginning, and we had round one back and forth, which has been enacted, and round two occurred this week, $50 billion on each side back and forth. Those second round actions have not been implemented yet. And the president even said on Thursday, hey, could be another $100 billion that we start levying some tariffs on. So we're early in this. We are not at a war. I would say it's a tiff headed towards a conflict. And we really hope that this is not going to get there. Trade wars are really bad. What happens with a trade war? Both sides see prices rise, central banks raise interest rates. We see a lot of consumer pain and usually heads into a recession.
I'm writing that down, a tiff headed towards a conflict.
Yeah,
like that?
Exactly where that goes. We also heard from the president that it's sort of the short-term pain, but it will be long-term gain. That's fine if you're not a pork farmer or a soybean farmer. What does that really mean for what may be ahead?
Right, and I think that's also fine if you're not a consumer who has to pay higher prices. So I think the reality is that if we get to a negotiated place with the Chinese where there are fairer trade deals, that would be a good thing. And if all of this bluster lasts a couple of weeks or maybe 6 to 8 weeks, we can take it. If it starts heading into months, and we are now talking about this in the summer, it's likely the stock market will be much lower. It will also be likely that consumers and businesses get their confidence shaken. And I think that can actually have a real negative impact on the economy.
The market's already taken a hit here. All the gains of the year wiped out, all three major indexes in negative territory at this point. And the Chinese are saying they will fight at any cost.
Yeah, that's a little disturbing. We have a trade imbalance, right? We import a lot more Chinese goods, about 505 billion compared to the 130 billion or so we send over there. So we can't go tit for tat in a weird way. They could look at doing other things. They could make doing business for American companies, service companies in China much more difficult. They could even say to Chinese consumers, hey, let's do a boycott on U.S. goods, or let's not have you travel to the U.S. as much. Those more subtle measures can have a negative impact on us. Look, this is not a good thing overall. It breeds anxiety. Uncertainty is the enemy of every investor.
That's what we've seen in the market, obviously. All right, Jill Schlesinger, thank you. We appreciate it.